Hello guys, how you guys doing? Matcha tea just hits different. Matcha just hits. That energy is no joke. Okay? I have something to talk to you guys about today. It's so sad. It's so sad. Like, I can't even believe it. 1 second, y'all. Keep your relationship private. Do not be telling anybody your relationship status, what's going on in your relationship, what goes on in the house. If you guys are married, just keep your relationship private, okay? Because these people that try to attack our relationships, they're watching hard, and they're waiting for kingdom marriages to be revealed. They're waiting for announcements. They're waiting for revelations. They're waiting for the big reveal. They're waiting for all of that. And the reason why they're waiting is because they want to attack. These people are narcissists. And it's so sad. It's so sad. Like, God was telling me something the other day about, people just wanting to attack kingdom marriages because a lot of these people are miserable. A lot of them are jealous. And a lot of them truthfully don't even want the partner. They want to hurt you. That's the real deal. Like, they just want to hurt you. Because a lot of these people, they envy you. They envy your marriage. They can see it in the spirit. A lot of witches can see this in the spirit, and a lot of warlocks can see this in the spirit. But also, there's also people who claim to love God. There's also Christians who can see this in the spirit. And there's people that envy it. They envy what your person wants with you, what they envy the love the person has for you. And a lot of these people, they will start attacking it. And as in the witches and the warlocks. And those who have gifts and they may be Christians, they may not attack it in that way, but they'll start crushing on your kingdom husband or crushing on your kingdom wife. I can't tell you how many times I come on here and I talk about, I don't just go into details with my kingdom partner, but I talk about knowing that I have one and knowing who the person is. And I can't tell you that, despite me saying that, I would have people emailing me and basically claiming that they're my person, and I would email them back saying, no, I know who my person is. I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt you. I don't mean any harm or anything like that, but I just want to say that I know who my person is. I wish you nothing but the best. And I'm respectful in the email, and I'm literally respecting their feelings and everything like that. And there's a particular person that will keep messaging me no matter what. He'll keep emailing me, keep messaging me, keep saying, I'm your person, I love you, I'm this, I'm that. And I'm like, hold up, but I keep telling you that I know who my person is. And I keep telling you that you're not my person, and now you're being disrespectful to my person, and you're being disrespectful to me. You're not respecting my relationship, right? And and it's they will continue to keep going, and this person's a so-called Christian. So even Christians do this. And this happens with women too. There's some Christian women that they don't know who their kingdom husband is, but they'll see your kingdom husband in the spirit and start crushing on your kingdom husband in the spirit. So you just have to be careful of revealing your partner online. It's not to say you cannot reveal your person online, because I think it's so important that kingdom couples do come together and do share their testimonies online, but you just have to reveal according to when God tells you to reveal, because there's people who are literally waiting. They're literally waiting. So I remember going to Google. One time God told me to go to Google, and I went to Google and I typed in my name, and I typed in my name and I saw my YouTube channel pop up, and I was like, oh, and God was showing me something relating to when I travel or whatever. But I went on it again yesterday, and Google shows you, when you type in your name, Google shows you the most recent searches relating to your name. And the top search relating to my name is Stephanie P. Smith's husband. That is the top search. That is a top search. Under that is Stephanie P. Smith's network. Under that is Stephanie P. Smith's tarot, because people are trying to find dirt on my past, you know, when I was into New Age. So people are trying to find dirt. So they're typing that in, trying to see if they can find anything on that. But the top search is Stephanie P. Smith's husband. And when I saw that, I started to chuckle and I started to laugh. I'm like, these people are nosy. But then, like, after I laughed about it a little bit, I was talking to another woman of God and I was laughing about it. And literally, later on, as I got home, I was getting ready and I started to really think about it. I'm like, this is what God was telling me. This is what God was telling me weeks ago when he said, this is why he keeps kingdom marriages separated until it's time for them to actually come together, because they're equipped enough to cover each other, because there's people literally waiting. There's people literally waiting. And of course, not all the search is going to be people who want to destroy it or ruin it. Some of it's just nosy people, and then some of it's just people just wanting to see, like, you know, if I'm married or whatever. But some of it is also people that want to destroy it, like literally are waiting for the reveal, or waiting for me to say something, or waiting just because they want to start their little love spells. They know there's spells they've been practicing for months, for years, for however long, and they want to start using these love spells on our relationship because they want to see if it's gonna work. And some of them, they can see my partner in the spirit, because I've had many incidents where I'm with my partner in the spirit and I'm seeing people that watch my channel, and they're literally congratulating us, and they're literally like cheering us on. But then I'm also seeing other people in the spirit that watch my channel who don't like me, who are literally trying to make sexual advancements towards my partner. And him and I will literally be seeing this in the spirit, and we'll literally be talking about it. We will literally be talking about it, and we'll literally be praying against it. Because there's people who literally just want to hurt you. They don't want the partner. They just want to hurt you. And some of them, they only want the person because the person is with you. They want what the person has, and they want the love that the person is going to give you. And this is why you see today many women, a lot of them are coming to God, yes, and that's good. But there's a lot of women who were once Instagram models who really don't want to come to God for God. A lot of them are coming to God. There's some that are coming to God for and authentically love God. But there's some who are only coming to God because they want a kingdom husband. So they know they cannot attract a kingdom husband unless they start serving God and they start putting that image out there. But then, yes, there's some who are very authentic about serving God, for sure. There's some who are very authentic about serving God. But there's some that don't have good intentions. So a lot of them will be trying to look for kingdom husbands because everybody wants love, obviously, but a lot of people are going about it the wrong way. And then there's some people who are like willingly wanting to take people's kingdom husbands. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's so deep. It's so deep. I'm like, people are waiting. I'm like, God, why is that the top search? And then that's when the revelation came to me, and he reminded me of the conversation we had weeks ago. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is real. This is real. This is real. Even people that, you know, like I said, people who won't even be doing spells or anything like that, if they can see your partner in the spirit and they can see the love that your partner is showing you in the spirit, they'll start crushing on your partner. It's deep. I'm telling y'all the truth. Especially if there's witches doing love spells on you. Like if there's marital curses, like people that are trying to like break you and your person up, they will. When people do love spells, I talked about this in the Kingdom Marriage video. When people do love spells, they will even do spells that will attract other women to come towards your partner. And they will attack anyone that is around you or affiliated with you and try to send them towards your partner. Literally. Because that's what that's what they do in these love spells. They try to send as many suitors to you, as many suitors to your partner as possible. And they will try to use people who are close to you. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to tell you guys, it's like, when you have your relationship with your kingdom person, like, just keep it private. No one needs to know what's going on with y'all, what you guys are doing. Just keep everything private. Because they're literally waiting. They're literally watching. They're waiting. Okay? It is crazy. Like, oh my goodness. Like, these people are waiting. This word, because like I received this message weeks ago. weeks ago, right? And God was telling me, like, keep your relationship private and all this stuff. And I'm just like, okay. And it's like I said, it's when I saw like the Google search being the top search with my name, Stephanie D. Smith's husband. I was like, what the heck? You know, and it's so crazy. And like I said, it's, you know, it's not, and here's the thing, it's not that you keep, listen, I'm all for people posting their relationships online and showing people, because people need to see love. They need to see true love, right? I'm here for it. But sometimes you got to keep certain things private, and you don't have to post everything. And yes, you may have to keep everything private in the beginning of your relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like, even if when y'all get married, like, not posting much about your relationship, has nothing to do with insecurities. It has nothing to do with insecurities, because it's just the principle. It's the principle, and it's not just about, it's about like not wanting to attract more heaviness, more unnecessary problems into your relationships. And in the far past, I remember there was a specific tarot reader who was obsessed with me, and she always made videos about me. She was so obsessed with me, and I couldn't understand why she was obsessed with me the way she was. And I remember in the past, there was another tarot reader that mentioned that she came to that obsessed woman went to her and tried to get a reading on me to try to figure out who my kingdom husband is. She was asking this other tarot reader details about my life and trying to figure out who my kingdom husband is, because she wanted to do things in the spirit. Then later on, God revealed to me that she was able to see in the spirit me and my outcome, me being married and all these beautiful things happening to me, but she wasn't able to see who the person was, and she was trying to figure out who the person was so she can attack my marriage, my upcoming marriage. She was trying to do a marital curse on me. So that's what I mean when I say, like, these people are literally waiting and watching. When I was previously married, before I found out that, like, there was people in my family who were witches, I remember people in my family would lie to my ex-husband and say things about me that weren't true to try to get him to leave me, right? And I remember one of the main witches that used to attack me, I found out later on that she was doing things to my marriage at the time. She was doing things to my marriage at the time, right? And which is what caused a lot of damage, which is what caused a lot of the breakup and everything like that. But it was a blessing in disguise, because, you know, trust me, it was a blessing in disguise. But after knowing all of that, I was like, man, I can't even bring anybody home to introduce to my family because of the attacks they're gonna send, because they don't want to see me happy. I'm telling y'all, like, these people out here are sick in the stomach and sick in the head. Gotta pray for them. Like, it's messed up, because people are waiting for photos. They're waiting for spells. You know how many times I post photos online and I go back to a photo on my Instagram and I go to the insights of my photo, and me being someone that is not really into like marketing and all that, I don't really care about views, I don't care about likes, I don't care about all that stuff. That's why you guys never see me say, hey, like, share, subscribe, all that, because I always say, if people are for me, God, you'll bring them to me. They'll stick with me. I don't have to tell them to stay and to like, share, subscribe. They'll stick with me if they're for me. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people this. Not tell people this, but I always tell God this. So I don't ever push like that stuff. So even when I post photos on Instagram, I posted hashtags today, but most of the times I forget to post hashtags. Even in my YouTube videos, I forget to put things in my description box, hashtags and all that, because my main focus is just to get the message out. It's not to like, you know, to push it through the algorithm, right? So even with like not putting hashtags on my videos, I can literally go back to my video a week later, 2 weeks later, and I can go to the insights just to check, because I'm curious sometimes. Like, I'm like, let me check my insights, and I will literally see on my insights that my photo has been shared 15 times, 20 times. And I understand people share photos to stories, their stories, like to like give you shout outs or whatever. I understand that, because I always see when people share my photos to their stories, and I'm like, hey, you know, thank you. But then I'll see like 15 shares and only 2 people shared it to their stories. I'm like, where are these other 15 shares going to? Obviously someone's sending my stuff somewhere, right? So and that's not with one photo, that's with a bunch of different photos. And I remember watching this thing on TikTok where a girl got married, right? And she posted her wedding pictures on Snapchat. And you know how Snapchat tells you like how much times your story's been viewed, and Snapchat always tells you also like who screenshots your photos, kind of thing. I don't know if they tell you who, but they tell you how much times it's been screenshot. And I remember I saw the video that she posted, and she literally showed us on the video that her marital photo with her and her husband was screenshot, I think it was like over 50 times. I'm like, who's screenshotting her photos over 50 times? I'm like, these are, and she literally said in her caption, like, these are witches literally trying to target her marriage. And I'm like, man. And I saw this not too long ago. So I'm telling y'all, it's real. They be waiting. That's why I always tell people, do not bring just anybody in your home, because especially when you're married, because not everybody's coming with them. Not everybody's coming by themselves. Some people are coming with a spirit. They're coming with a spirit, and they're coming with a motive. Okay? You see what I'm saying? And again, I understand people say, oh, well, you know, if you have a husband or a wife, they should be faithful as well. They shouldn't have to cross the line as well. Understandable. Because it takes 2. Understandable, right? But like I said, it's about the principles. Because you see, even me shutting down certain emails, they still keep going. They will still keep emailing me. Do you see what I'm saying? It's disrespectful. It's just the principle, right? It has nothing to do with insecurity. Because let me tell you something. You must take some favor, dopey. Me no favor, dopey. Yeah? It's not about insecurities. It's about principles. It's about having discernment and being smart. If I don't have to fight as much battles, I'm not going to add any more extra battles to what I'm already fighting. You see what I mean? But anyways, y'all, it's so real. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.